Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how I make one of my most requested recipes, and it's the samosas. So I'll be going step by step with this recipe, and I hope you guys can follow through, and I hope you like the video as well, so stay tuned. Here are the ingredients you will need for this recipe, and as usual I'll post the quantities on my blog, which I'll link down below in my description box. And these are the ingredients you need for the samosa filling. So I'm starting by mixing the flour with the salt. And then I mix the oil and the water together, and then I'm just adding that to the salt and flour mixture to make the dough. So I'm going to be transferring the dough from the bowl to a flat surface, and I'll knead it for about 10 to 15 minutes until the dough is smooth. So after kneading the dough for about 10 to 15 minutes, now I'm just making it into a small bowl. I rubbed my hands with a little oil to apply around the surface of the dough so that it doesn't dry out. So I'm going to be covering that dough with a salon wrap, and I'll let it set for about an hour. So while we are waiting for the dough to be ready, we're gonna move on to making the filling, and I have some ground beef going right here. So when it's almost cooked, I'm going to add the spice for mince and the aromat. Only 2 seasonings this time. Then I'm also adding the carrots, which I'll cook until they're tender. Then I'll add the onions as well. So then I'm adding the green onions as well, just to give it the color. And I also added the hot red pepper, which I didn't show in the video, but I added it to the ground beef just to give it a little spice. So it looks like our dough is now ready, so let the work begin. So the dough is nice and soft, smooth, so I'm just rolling it into a bowl and getting it ready to cut into smaller pieces. I'm just going to cut this into 6 pieces. So I'm just making this piece into a small bowl, and I'll do the same for the rest of the pieces. And also, when you make these balls, make sure you cover them when you put them aside so that they don't dry out. So now I'm going to roll each piece into a circle, roughly about an 1/8 of a circle. So now I'm done rolling the piece into a circle, and I'm just brushing some oil onto the top, and then I'll also sprinkle some flour, and this is what gives the samosas those little bubbles that you see. So here I am rolling the second piece as well, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'll brush some oil, sprinkle some flour, and then I'll layer this circle on top of the other circle that I did before, and I'll do this to every piece until all the 6 pieces are done. Okay, so here are all the 6 circles that I made. I'm just sprinkling some flour to the top and pinching the sides so that they don't separate, and then I'll roll this into a big circle, and I'll just place it on a pan. So this pan has been on the stove top for about 10 to 15 minutes on very low heat. So now I just place the dough on there, and I'll let it sit until I see some bubbles on top. That will be roughly about 3 minutes on each side. As you can see, the bubbles are showing on there. That's what you want to see. So now I'm making the glue to hold the samosas in place. So I just mixed like 3 tablespoons of flour to 2 tablespoons of water to make a paste. So now that I removed the dough from the pan and it has cooled down, I'm just gonna cut it into 4. So now I'm just separating the pieces that I put together. They are now cones. So that's how a piece should look. And I made sure I covered the other pieces that I put aside so that they don't dry out. So here is one of the cones, and I'm just going to demonstrate how I fold it and make it into a samosa. And as you can see, the pointer is facing away from me. So then I'll start by folding the right side and then applying the glue, as we call it, the paste that I made, and that's what is going to hold the samosa. And then I'll fold the other side as well, and that should make the pocket to fill the samosa filling. So here it is again, same process. Fold the right, apply the glue, fold the left side as well, make the pocket, add the filling, apply the paste to the top, and fold the samosa. And that's it. That's how you make the samosa. Okay, now it's time to fry the samosas. I let the oil heat on medium, and then I just threw in the samosas, and I'll let them fry until they're golden brown. Then I'll remove them from the oil, and that will be it. Okay guys, so this is the finished product, the samosas. So I want to thank you for watching this video. It was a very long video to make, but hey, that's okay. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.